When did you stop believing in yourself? When was it in your life that you had someone tell you that you weren't good enough, or someone tell you that you couldn't do something? There are moments in our life that change our reality, that pivot us in a different direction. When I was a child, my life was impacted completely in a negative way. I saw so much chaos and so much destruction from my biological father that it had created my reality, and it affected me throughout my whole entire life. This anger that I've carried all my life stems from that moment where my life changed, that moment where I saw my biological father harm my older brother right in front of my face. I was a toddler, about my son's age, and that moment is why I struggled all of my life. So what moment is it for you that had an impact in a negative way to where you're struggling in your life right now? You see, I didn't have a normal childhood. The first 5 years I spent in poverty, seeing the chaos, hearing the yelling, the screaming, the abuse on my brothers and I, and in my mother, and on my mother as well. So I grew up thinking that I had to control everything in my life, thinking that I couldn't let anyone or anything control me, because in that moment as a child, I had no control over the circumstances. I was just a kid, and that impacted me in my relationships, impacted me in my younger life, repeating the same patterns as my biological father was, which was drinking my problems away, fighting with people. That's why I got arrested. And this is why it's so important that you do the inner work, because the reason why you're overweight is not because you just got there. It was created over habits. It's created over time, and you may not be aware of how it happened, but you're there right now where you're feeling like, how the heck did I become this overweight? Or how the heck am I in this situation? When I would struggle with my anger, I noticed my patterns were loss of control. Whenever I'd lose control of the situation, that's when the anxiety, the heart rate would go up. That's where I'd see myself beginning to try to take control of things, and then if I wouldn't be able to control things, I would use my anger. That was from my trauma, the anger, to try to control things, because that's all I saw. This is deep work, guys. This is something you have to be aware of. Why are you the way you are? I know exactly the way that I am because of the inner work that I've done in my life. Those tendencies, those patterns, the anxiety that you have, where's that coming from? That fear, where's that coming from? Look within. The answer is within. I didn't know about the situation back in Guatemala where I experienced my brother, like I said earlier, get thrown by my dad. I didn't know that was real until I went to God and asked him to reveal why I had so much anger. And then I confirmed it with my oldest brother. He had cerebral palsy, and he remembered that moment. And in that moment, I remember God brought me back through my meditation and brought me back to that moment experience, and I was bawling my eyes out. I was bawling my eyes out because I saw what my dad did, and I saw that child, myself as a child, and fear and rage and hate and anger. I felt those emotions. I was watching myself as a child, seeing those emotions in me. That rage and hate and anger no child should feel. Children, you see them and they are the most happiest kids and most just closest to God, that the divine spirit in them. I didn't get that as a child. I did not get that as a child. I got chaos, I got rage, and then I had those emotions of hate and anger, and it's embedded in me. It's embedded in me to know how to hurt someone because I was taught by my biological father. So guys, this is deep work that you have to work through and understand. The way that you are right now is because there's an incident in your life that's happened that you have to go back and confront, that you have to go back and overcome, because once you overcome that situation, you're going to be set free. You're going to feel like a kid again. I felt like a kid again. I felt like I had more joy in my life because I've been able to process through that traumatic event. Now that it's been over a year or so since that moment, I have been such more lighthearted. I've been able to have more fun. This is what I'm saying, is that you have to understand who you are and why you act the way that you act, and why you're in the situation or why you're overweight. There's a moment in your life that caused that. This is what I know to be true. We are all in the image of God. We are light. We are abundance. We are love. The things that we go through in our life dim that light. It dims it. And it dimmed my light for the longest time until I remembered who I was. We are in the image of God. We're angelic beings. We are meant to be filled with joy and abundance and happiness and love. Not with hate, not with the hate that I felt, not with the anger and the rage. You are capable of overcoming suffering and being your highest self because of it. I am who I am because of all the suffering that I endured. I've turned that anger into passion. I've let go of the control and let God in to take control and let me feel that freedom of just being myself and just experiencing this life to the fullest. I don't fight anymore. I don't have to fight. I can just be and enjoy my life. You have to remember that you're valued, that even if you're in the situation that you're in right now, it doesn't mean this is where you stay stuck. It means that you learn from where you're at and you grow and you develop and you choose to create a different version of yourself. You choose to work on personal development and be the best version of yourself. You don't choose to be stuck. You don't choose to talk down on yourself. You don't choose to live below your potential. Just because you're in a rough situation does not mean you're gonna be there forever. God's teaching you something in this situation, but you have to work on that deep work, and you have to work on your thoughts. You have to work on how you speak to yourself, because that version of you right now is trashing you down, man. It's bringing you down, telling you the lies that aren't true. I hope you guys get some value out of this. I hope you guys understand that it's deeper work than just being overweight. It's deeper work than just having that rage or anger. Look yourself in the mirror and remind yourself who you are before anyone told you differently. You're valued. You're worthy. You are capable. Keep these words in your mind. That's gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to smash that like. If you need help with this, if you need help with creating a better version of yourself, if you're feeling stuck in your life, if you're struggling with your fitness, I'm here to help you through it. I'm here to help you understand that there's more than just the place that you're at. It's deeper than that. And if you're interested in working with me, then send me a message here or send me a message on TikTok or Instagram, and I will reach out to you and I can help you. So as always, guys, achieve your highest potential. We'll catch you in the next video. Peace.